Hello and welcome. I'm going to be discussing fear and how it plays out in our life and how it can get in the way of our manifestations and also create diseases within our body or create illnesses or aches and pains within our body, and how it can really affect our consciousness, and how it can really affect our ability to enjoy life fully. Fear comes from a lot from our subconscious. Some of it we can recognize, of course, but some of it we can't. Actually, a lot of it we can't. Fear comes from our shadow, and that is one of our shadow aspects. We all have fear. We all are in some way operating with some kind of fear. Fear of success, fear of the future, fear of trusting ourselves or trusting the universe, fear of opening our heart, fear of getting sick, fear of dying, fear of getting hurt. Now, these are all things that we all experience in our lifetime, but I have gone through this myself in many different areas, dissected it, understood it, and I believe that fear is built off of memories that we have gone through since our formative years, and some of it is past life. But focusing on this life, I want to keep it very granular and very focused on how we can observe our life in this lifetime and make the changes to improve our manifestation abilities, to improve our health, to improve our well-being, to improve all areas of life. And when we invest in ourselves, when we look within our core, that is where it's going to affect our outer world. It's going to ripple outwards, and we will not create the change in our life until we go within, until we do the inner work. And fear is one of the biggest aspects that does need attention. Now, fear can, as I mentioned, prevent us from succeeding. If we're afraid of failing, if we're afraid of the unknown, if we're afraid, sometimes even afraid of success, even if we haven't had a level of success that we may have been dreaming about, we do have those mechanisms, and I mentioned this before, within ourselves that basically hold us back from fully stepping into a level of success that we may not have experienced before, or breaking through the barriers of maybe the success level that our parents have had. So these are all areas within our subconscious that do need to be addressed in order for us to succeed, in order for us to be healthy, in order for us to love, in order for us to live to our fullest. When fear comes in with regards to our health. Now, fear is, again, like I said, it can be very conscious. It can be something that we can be very aware of. I am fearful of this. How can I work through it? But some of it can be very unconscious. It can be very, very in our shadow, in our subconscious, and it will create actions that will be very unconscious, that will be very hard to acknowledge until we do this inner work, until we go into our shadow. Now, on the health side, there could be fear of getting sick. There could be fear of illnesses. Like I said, there could be fear of death even. And I'm going to pick on a certain family member of mine. I won't go into the details of who it is for respect of their privacy, but I will touch on a specific case study or case example to drive home an example of how fear can play in with our health. Now, this one specific person lost their father at an early age, when they were at an early age and when their father was at an early age as well. It was a sudden heart attack. Now, this person later in life started developing a fear around their heart. I'm not well. My heart is not well. I'm going to die young. This person had a great fear of dying young, and all of a sudden there was a lot of fear around their heart problems, heart rate problems, a lot of fear around if their heart rate was exceeding a certain level, or if they were getting stressed out. There was this constant fear of getting sick, of dying even, of again, really around the heart. And I felt this for a long time because I would watch this playing out, that it had something to do with the experience and the trauma they had at a younger age when their father passed away suddenly from a heart attack. There was all of a sudden this deep fear of what would happen to them, because it is a very scary experience. And so if we don't process these experiences, and if we don't understand them at a certain age in our life, we carry these traumas within, and they show up in many different ways. They show up in how we feel about ourselves. They show up in how we respond to certain things. And fear can be, like I said, very subconscious. It can be within the core of ourselves and hold us back from fully manifesting and feeling confident in our manifestations and fully stepping into what we deserve and what we are desiring. So with this specific person, over time, they would go to the hospital for every single thing that would happen. They were in the hospital probably 4 or 5 times a year, which is a lot. And so I started doing this work, these passages with this person, and now there are no more complaints about the heart because we have lifted subconscious memories that have been playing into the fear of this person getting sick or dying. With relation to the heart. So over the last year, I have not heard one mention about heart condition or heart related issues. So it is a very powerful energy and belief that we can have within ourselves that will make us sick. And so by this person being in fear, constant fear of their health, they were creating a lot of these issues because there was so much energy and concentration around their heart, around their health, and it became very intense. And it would drive them to become sick. It would drive them to become perpetuate in this this fear and this story of being unwell, when really they were quite healthy, and they are quite healthy today. So this is going to lead into why it is important to be aware of our body and to take note of the energy within ourselves. And if you are dreaming of a certain lifestyle, or if you are wanting to manifest something or start a new business or create a certain amount of wealth, check in with your body and see where you could be holding on to the energy. This is stored memories within our body, of course, within our subconscious that sends signals to our body, but then also creates an action as a result, or an emotion or a thought, etc. So there are all these different factors that we can pay attention and start connecting the dots as far as what is the fear that is preventing me from fully stepping into my worth, fully going after my dreams, fully opening my heart, feeling confident with myself, and feeling confident with my health, right? So this is a constant check-in. It is an awareness exercise, but the more awareness that you can develop within yourself and try and go to those root causes, the greater ability you will have to go in and release, so that you can reverse the story around success, around trust, around building your confidence towards creating your dreams and goals. Fear can also come from our outside world that can trigger fear that we have within us. So fear within the media, fear within a lot of the things that are happening within our world. Once we detach from all of the outside situations that are happening, and it's difficult to do sometimes, but it is the healthiest way to go and just focus on you and focus on your health, your well-being, and what you can do to bring your confidence up and to bring your health up, to know that the energy and the mindset can really play into our health, and it really can play into our ability to manifest, to create, to be productive, and to have the energy behind us to boost us up towards success. So I do hope this video offered a bit of guidance at this time during your manifestation and transformative journey. Until next time, I will be seeing you very soon. Take care.